Good morning and hello there, vinyl community and YouTube. JorgenS here again from my balcony. Today in Sundsvall it is pretty sunny with some clouds in the sky. A little windy every now and then, but it still is a very nice summer day. And I'm going to do now the longest vinyl and CD update I think I ever have done during my 2 or 3 years I've been here at the vinyl community. I did, as you may remember, a special vinyl update where I showed a stack of 10-cent records that I found. July has been pretty awesome. I have a lot of records to show. It is amazing how July can bring out the best of the record bins in the second-hand stores. Even though I haven't been finding any special new second-hand stores, it's pretty much the same second-hand stores that I'm usually go to. But they have been getting in some really great stuff. So take it calm now. We're going to go through everything and we're going to have a long video. No, not that long. I'm going to divide them into 2 separate parts. I'm going to take the smaller stuff now and the larger findings in the next video. That will be up in a couple of days. So the concert VHS. And Adam 87, I have a lot for you. What about this? This is not a concert, this is a video compilation, but for your eyes only, the best of Sheena Easton. This is a video compilation of her best videos from her start to 1989. And we have them all here. We have 9 to 5, Just Another Broken Heart, For Your Eyes Only. Telephone, Almost Over You, Strut. So almost everything is here. Then I also found this at the same place. Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine, Homecoming Concert. This is a live concert from 1988. And we're having the hits here. Bad Boy, we have Can't Stay Away From You, 1, 2, 3, Rhythm Is Gonna Get You, Conga, Dr. Beat, all the classics. And I also found this one I was very happy to find. This is Roxette, Look Sharp Live. This is live recording from a city on an island, a city called Borgholm, where they have a castle that is in ruins, but they have managed to do a concert in those ruins, and they performing pretty much the entire Look Sharp album with Listen to Your Heart, The Look, Dressed for Success, Dangerous, all these kind of classic hits. So I've seen some parts before from this concert, and it looks real impressive when Marie stands in the ruins, and the light is shining down on her when she sings Listen to Your Heart. Really impressive. Really fun to have the entire concert, or entire, I think it is part from it, but the only negative thing is that this is just 45 minutes long. I was hoping for some longer. Vinyl singles. This one I was inspired by vinyl community. Hooray for vinyl community. Dave Vinyl Vault showed a while back a record by an organist called Dave Baby Cortez, and I thought it was pretty good. unlike very much unlike anything else I buy with Hammond organ music. And 62, I think I have managed to track down the date of this one. Rinky Dink and Getting Right. By the way, Dave, where are you? We miss you at the Vine community. So thank you, Dave, if you're watching this, for your inspiration. Swedish synth pop group NASA and a classic called Point of View. Nowadays, getting very surprised every time I'm finding a classic 80s song from my childhood, because I feel like I have everything, and I'm getting all the time very surprised to find something that I don't have. We have Bobby Socks. This is the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest in 1985. In Norwegian, this is a Norwegian band, and in Norwegian it is called La de Svinge, and this is and that Norwegian version is as a B-side, and this is actually the English version, La de Swing. Maybe not my favorite Eurovision winner, but fun to have. And I can, while we're at it, I found a lot of Eurovision Song Contest singles. This is actually the Swedish entry of the Eurovision Song Contest from 1965. The Swedish opera singer Ingvar Wiksell, and at the time they could also sing in English. So he sang Absent Friend, who in Swedish is Annorstädes Vals. And on the B-side, Sleigh Ride to Spring. Didn't go all that well. I think he managed somewhere in the middle of the results. During this summer I managed to watch the Eurovision Song Contest from 1980 with commentary by the legendary Terry Wogan. It was the first time I managed to hear this legendary commentary, Eurovision commentary. And just weeks after I watched that contest, I managed to find the Italian entry of that from that contest. Alan Sorenti and Non so c'è darei, and the B-side, If You Need Me Now. Okay song, but the most interesting thing here is that it's actually produced by Jay Graydon, who is a very well-known producer, and it's also a way to get fans for this record to use a very famous producer. 1 year later, Spain sent to the Eurovision Song Contest this artist, Bocelli, and the song I Solo 2. And on the B-side, and now please, everyone who speak Spanish as your main language, don't unsubscribe, because my Spanish is a little bit rusty. Cuando te tengo en mis brazos. Little jazz. If I've shown any of these before, please forgive me. I mean, fun things you might want to see again, but Harry Arnold and his Swedish Radio Studio Orchestra, and this is recordings from the musical of Cole Porter, Can. And it's 4 songs from that musical: I Love Paris, It's All Right With Me, C'est Magnifique, and I'm in Love. Harry Arnold, I mentioned before, one of Sweden's, at the time, most popular big band leaders. This is from 1960. And we have BeeGees, You Should Be Dancing, yeah. Subway at the B-side from 1976. And more 70s disco soul. This is Delegation and Put a Little Love on Me from 1979. Welcome to My World at the B-side. Christerberg, High on Emotion, from 1984. See that? Produced by one of my new favorites right now, Rupert Hine. 70s, more 70s. Gilbert O'Sullivan and Happiness Is Me and You, from 1974. And at the B-side, Breakfast, Dinner and Tea. And I've saved the best for last when it comes to the vinyl singles. As some of you know, I'm a little bit of fan of these obscure, totally weird singles that you wonder why the devil did they ever release this at a physical format. Who is interested in this? And I managed to find a prime example. Take a look at this. This is a single called Heart Sounds. And if you're looking at the sleeve, you might think that this is just an ordinary 1950s EP with love songs. Only You with the platters or something like that. But I hate to spoil your thoughts. This is something totally different. This is a commercial singles for a company called Löfvens Kemiska Fabrik, a Swedish company who at the time were making heart medicine. And this is a record containing different heart sounds and managed to record sounds from the heart, how the heart sounds like when during different kind of heart failures, plus normal sounding of a heart. And I felt like this is not something that you put on if you want to have a great party that's Saturday nights. And I don't know, I think it might have something to do with that they have released for education and at some point for medic students, but sounds a little bit weird. It's really weird to have this as a vinyl. Even more weird if you take a look at this. The man is holding a cigarette in his hand. Now if you want to do a promotion single that I guess is a way to make sure that you realize in time when you have a heart failure, why do you put a cigarette in the hand of a guy at the front sleeve? Smoking is dangerous, but if you have if you do get trouble with your heart by smoking, then listen to it and realize in time when you're having it. I mean, it's totally weird. But this is actually a single that I think I can give a little quick peek of.
The Normal Heart, recorded at the Apex. The first and second sounds are clearly audible. Four congenital cardiac defects. Interventricular septal defect, recorded in the fourth intercostal space on the left side of the sternum. The heart sounds are drowned in a rough systolic murmur.
So now you know how the sword sounds like, and I think it's also easy to do these sound effects on your own if you want to. Just take a microphone and rub it in a blanket. It sounded like that. I like odd singles, and that was definitely an odd single. During the summer, I managed to visit a second-hand store. No, it was a flea market way up in the woods somewhere far away. And that flea market with the strange name Röda Stolarna, in English the Red Chairs, they had their bin with the records, with the vinyl records, were pretty poor with the typical flea market stuff. But in the corner I found a huge box of CD singles from mostly the 90s. And I managed to buy 10 of these for 50 cents each. First of all, a couple of very unexpected and fun singles from artists that I don't have singles that are this modern. Smithereens, the Top of the Pops. The latest Smithereens thing I have on vinyl is from 1989. This one is from 1991. Top of the Pops, poor little pitiful one. One after 909, shaking all over, and Girl Like You from MTV Unplugged. Very fun to have. Really not Smithereens' best song, but a pretty good one anyway. Fun to have. And as you may have seen, I have bought during the past couple of years many albums with a band called Sniff and the Tears that I like very much. All of these are from the beginning of the OOs. No, all of these are from the beginning of the 80s, sorry. And this one is from 91, so it's by far the newest Sniff and the Tears that I have. Hungry Eyes, and at the second track, Fight for Love. But I really like Paul Roberts' voice, the vocals. It's a great voice. Even though this one is might be one of the softer things that Sniff and Tears have done, I like this one very much. Looking forward to finding that 91 album also, of course. Just as well as the Smithereens 91 album. A little more danceable things from Sweden. The Swedish sisters Diane, Jeanette och Diane Söderholm, real name, and the song called All Right from 91. Swedish house dance. And Ace of Base, Waiting for Magic. This is a song that I think they released before they break through with All That She Wants. But now when they had their success with All That She Wants and Happy Nation, they released this as a third single in a remixed version. So it's very fun to have. Lisa Stansfield. Take a look at this sleeve. I don't think it's Lisa Stansfield laying here nude, because I feel that this is from 92, so I don't think she had this long hair by then. And anyway, Time to Make You Mine is a titled single. Maybe not Lisa Stansfield's best song, but it's a good song anyway. But one of the other tracks is really fun to have. It's a version of All Around the World, her maybe most well-known song, in a duet version with Barry White, and it's really fun to have. I've heard that song before, and I really feel great about having that one. Here we have a group that I've been mentioning before as one of the bands that made me discover soul music, the Family Stand. I'm showing their 1990s album before. And I managed to find another single from a later album with this band. However, I discovered that Family Stand actually don't. They pretty much left the soul business after this. They went on to immediately to the next album. They become a rock band. But it was fun to have Family Stand and the single Shades of Blue. And usually when a band tries to desperately seek new commercial ways, it doesn't sound all that good. But I must say that this wasn't all that bad. It sounds somewhere between In Excess, rockier stuff, and Lenny Kravitz, only much better. So this is a pretty good one, actually. Then I don't know if I want to find this album by them, but that's for another time. Captain Hollywood Project, one of the Eurodance acts from the 90s, and their third single, All I Want. This is usually I don't like remixes, as you know, and this Eurodance maxi singles is full of them. But this is actually 4 other mixes here, and all of them are very good to be a dance single. So I was very surprised how good these mixes were. This is a single that I have in 12-inch vinyl, but that one is with a not original sleeve, and it's a DJ version, so it's a little raspy. So I found a better CD single copy of Shamen's Coming On. The Shamen, British controversial techno group. This is a little great, almost raga style for summer. And Yellow, Swiss group, not Swedish, Swiss group, when their single Jungle Bill from 1992. Very fun to have. And finally, when it comes to CD singles, Johnny Gill and the Floor. Johnny Gill from a New Edition, where he, along with Bobby Brown and others, were there. Produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis from 1993. And the album Provocative. Highly recommended album Provocative. And on to the next.